Sal Paolantonio, right
it's on
here.
now.
Now
it's on. We've been here all week, and here we are. It's Friday at 3 o'clock. It is now on.
It's a Sal Pal Friday, I do believe is what we
right.
call it on the Mike Gill Show.
When you asked me what time should we do, I said Friday at 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Here I am.
Friday at 3.
I suspended all alternate side of the street parking to get here, too. And right now in Atlanta, you're going to need a couple of NYPD Blue to do that. I mean, you're going to need the entire New Jersey State Troopers to do that.
Last year, you came on the set in Minnesota. You had to get through the food court. You had to wiggle your way through. This is much more, open. It's a lot easier to get through this place.
It is, but outside, it's gridlock.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's not 50 below, though, like it is in Minnesota.
I just came from the Merlin Olsen luncheon for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and they had over 150 of the living 181 Hall of Famers there. About 500 people, sponsored by Ford. All the big owners were there. It was a tremendous extravaganza. It's the #1 event, I think, of Super Bowl week other than the game. And as you know, I'm a selector for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The meeting starts tomorrow. At 8 a.m., goes to 4 p.m. We got a lot of tough decisions to make because we got 3 guys who are potentially, Mike, 3 guys who are potential first ballot Hall of Famers. And, last year Harry was big because Ryan Dawkins got in finally got in. And it was good because it was in the year the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. And I think that it's time for Ty Law to get in. When you look at it, the Patriots have won 5 Super Bowls. Not a single player from any of the 5 Super Bowl championships is in the Hall of Fame. Raiders won 1 Super Bowl in the 70s. They got 7 in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bears won 1 Super Bowl. They got 8 in. And both their coaches are in with their players, and the Patriots have none.
That's amazing.
It's an injustice that needs to be corrected. Those Super Bowls did not get won on their own, okay?
Right, it's not just Brady and Belichick. You know what I mean?
It was not just Lombardi and Bart Starr.
Right.
It was just not Chuck Noll and Terry Bradshaw.
That's crazy.
It was not just Bill Walsh and Joe Montana and Steve Young. Come on, let's get with it.
Well, who do you think the first one should be?
Well, right now, Ty Law, because Ty Law has been a semifinalist, a finalist 3 times. This is his 3rd go-around. I thought he was going to get in last year, but Doc leapfrogged over him. I'd hate to see him miss out this year.
I'm trying to think back to some of those teams.
Richard Seymour is a finalist this year.
Yeah.
Willie McGinnis, I think, deserves to be in the conversation.
Willie McGinnis, yeah.
Willie McGinnis still has the NFL record at sacks in the postseason.
And he also does the Sports Bash with Mike Gill every Tuesday.
Beautiful. And Teddy Bruschi, by the way, was the middle linebacker on 3 Super Bowl championships. Mike Singletary only won 1.
Well, you got guys who are still playing, though.
Yep. Brady Gronk, longevity is an issue, but he'll be considered. Brady, Belichick.
Yeah. What about Edelman?
For sure, consideration.
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri, for sure, consideration.
There you go. So there will be guys down the line.
But, I mean, those, remember, before Brady got really good or great, those defenses were great.
Yeah. What
Richard
about
Seymour?
Welker?
Yeah, there you go. He's a finalist this year.
Who's that?
Richard Seymour,
Yeah, Richard Seymour is a finalist. Yeah, Mike, I'm on the committee. I know the list.
I'm just double-checking that.
Work with here, Michael. Michael, work with me here.
He's distracted by the book.
He's distracted by the fact that there's no Dunkin' Donuts here.
No Dunkin' Donuts.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. I'm looking for a cup of coffee.
You can't get coffee in the media center until 1 in the afternoon.
And when they do put it out, whoa!
It's not a DD.
It's not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Sal is here, of course. ESPN covering. You're covering the Patriots all week.
Yeah, I'm embedded with the Patriots. I've covered all 9 Super Bowls of the Belichick-Brady era. Been embedded with them 7 of the 9 times. Other 2, obviously, with the Birds. So I know the team. I know the players. Obviously, I know Brady very well. Was there the day he took over for Bledsoe. When Bledsoe got hurt, one linebacker from the Jets hit him. Mo Lewis.
Nope.
Yep. And covered that first Super Bowl and covered all of them.
Now,
it's interesting. Brady's a little different this year.
How so?
Brady's a little calmer this year. He used the resentment, the underdog thing, prior to the Chiefs game. But now I think he's really calmed down. Last year he was pretty fired up. Now I think he's more in the moment, at peace with himself. I don't know, he may realize now he can see the horizon a little bit, right? So he needs to savor these moments a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, right, Harry?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's natural.
Sure.
I can see the horizon. I'm savoring the moments.
Is Belichick a little different?
No.
No.
No, Harry.
No.
No.
Does he see the horizon?
Listen, that's the beautiful thing about Belichick, but also it's a blessing and a curse. The only thing he sees, he's got blinders on.
Yeah.
He sees the next down, the next play.
Like, can you imagine?
It's a hard way to live.
Are you envisioning when Belichick decides this is it, that it's just a total shock one day? All right, I'm done.
Wow, I think they'll have to drag him out.
Yeah. I was telling you last night, we were at the College Football Hall of Fame, and when I was at WVU, Don Nealon, who had been there for like 20 years, coached a game. They won. He opens up the press conference and says, next week's my last game. That's it. I'm out. I'm wondering, like, if that's Belichick. Just out of nowhere, just said, that was my last game. Have a nice life. You'll never see me again.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they drag him out.
Okay. I got the book right here, Philly Special, Sal Paolantonio. Before, you have the other book, How Football Explains America, and I'd like to see how Sal Pal explains the consistency of this Patriots team, which is unprecedented in this sport.
It certainly is. I think the consistency comes from preparation, film study. Football to me is always about three things: matchups, adjustments, and execution. And this guy has mastered those three things. So the matchups come from a lot of different ways. You can create matchups through tempo. You can create matchups through talent. You can create matchups through design. You can create matchups through variation. That's where the adjustment comes in. The ability to see something and adjust. And then the last thing, execution. You have to have all of those things, and they have had all of those things. And when they haven't, they get beat in the fourth quarter with a pass rush.
Right.
And that's the bottom line, pass rush. And that's what we saw with Philly Special. I mean, and Mike, thanks for so much for promoting the book. The book has been #1 in Philly now since
it's still #1 in Dallas, Fort Worth?
Yes, it is. If you go on Amazon.com. It is #1 in Dallas, Fort Worth. It is #1 in Philly. It was the #1 football book in America for 4 straight months. And I really appreciate your support of the book. You know, like I said always to you, I didn't write the book for me. I wrote the book for Eagles fans all over the world. I wanted them to have the definitive inside account of the first Super Bowl championship. Not the only one, because I believe with Carson Wentz they're going to get back.
Well, it'll be interesting because 5 days after the Super Bowl, the Eagles are going to have to make a decision on their quarterback.
Yeah,
one of their quarterbacks.
Decision's made. You know, they're going to try to trade Nick Foles. They're not just going to let him go for free. That would shock me.
Yeah.
Now, that would shock me. And Carson Wentz is the future of the franchise. And we'll see how it goes.
Something shocking happens, we're going to have to do another Sal Pal Friday.
Okay. Line up the D&D. I'll be ready to go.
All right, Sal.
It always comes back to that, Michael.
Yep. The Dunkin' Donuts. I could use one right now.
No.
It's been a long week.
Really?
Well, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for having me on the show. And,
Hall of Fame tomorrow?
Hall of Fame tomorrow. Super Bowl 53 on Sunday. What's your pick?
Taking the Rams.
What do you got?
Said last week when you were on this very show that the Patriots should have been a 6-point favorite.
Yeah, I think it's a 6-point to 7-point favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the Patriots.
And I would give 6 points right now.
You would.
I like Patriots somewhere in that 10 to 14-point range.
That's a blowout.
Yeah. These games have been too good and too close. Something's got to give.
Well, the Eagles,
all their Super Bowls are basically
well,
close.
yeah, no, but the Eagles, I say, well, it's a one-score game. 8 points is not really a one-score game. I mean, the Eagles beat them pretty good. I mean, they did. And I love the fact, Harry, everybody's like, Sean McVay's going to be a genius if he beats Bill Belichick. Doug Peterson already did
it.
Right.
Why doesn't Peterson get any credit?
That's true.
With
That's
a backup quarterback and out a starting linebacker without his left
him and ask
tackle.
him that.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Yes.
On Sunday morning, I texted Doug Peterson. Oh, wrong coach. Sorry. Now, that would be a laugher.
That would be good.
Think they would get that? I think they would get it. All right, thanks for having me, guys.
You got it. Sal Paolantonio, ESPN. He'll be all over the Patriots.